Just before 11 a.m. on Monday, September 29th, 2025, friends of 16-year-old Carter Bennett right here called police and asked to perform a welfare check on him as they hadn't heard from him since they dropped him off at home around 2 a.m. on Saturday, September 27th. His friends said that it was unlike him to not respond to text messages and not be in contact with them, and he also did not show up for school. Authorities ended up going to the home in St. Charles, Missouri, and upon going to the front door, they immediately smelled a foul odor coming from inside. They made several attempts to get someone's attention from within the home, however, no one came to the door, so this is when they made entry. Ultimately, they found Carter deceased in his bed with multiple GSWs and multiple wounds that were made by a sharp object. Law enforcement immediately started investigating this homicide, and they quickly were able to uncover that his mother, 47-year-old Krista Roy, was their suspect here. Authorities were able to find Krista at a hospital at this time. She had gone there because she had taken too many medications, and she also had wounds to her hands which appeared to have been self-inflicted. Now, after being released from the hospital, Krista was immediately taken into custody. They say that during her interrogation she had confessed to obtaining the GUN to take her son's life, and she had planned to do the same to herself. However, she wasn't able to follow through. She said that she waited until Carter was in bed. She went inside of his room, SHOT him multiple times, however, realized that that did not take his life. He ended up crying and yelling, "Mommy, mommy, mommy." She said that she ended up laying down next to him to console him. She was holding him, and when she realized that he was not passing away, he was actually crying and in a lot of pain, she went into the kitchen. She grabbed a kitchen and then went back in to finish him off. Just sick and disturbing. Now, Krista has been charged with first-degree murder, and she's being held at the St. Charles County Jail on a $1 million cash bond. She entered a plea of not guilty on Wednesday, October 1st, 2025, and requested a bond change. However, that was denied. If convicted, Krista faces the DP or life in prison without the possibility of parole. Carter was described by those who knew him as someone who was hilarious. They said that he could make anybody laugh. He was polite, sweet, responsible, and he will be missed.